Hello Sunday School, it's been such a long time. I hope you've all been well and have all settled back into school. But of course you're off now because it's an Easter break. So happy Easter everybody. Can you believe that it's been one whole year since our first virtual Sunday School lesson? The time's gone by so quickly. Now, Easter is a very special time for us believers all across the world as we remember and acknowledge the ultimate sacrifice that Jesus paid when he laid down his life for us to save us from our sins, and he rose again triumphantly. For today's Sunday School lesson, we'll be doing two tasks. First, we'll be making our Easter Sunday cards, and the second task, we will be making a Easter word search. You will need some card, something just a little bit stiffer than normal paper, a pencil and a ruler, some paint, or some colouring pens, some glue or some sellotape. Now I've got these little sticky glittery letters, but if you haven't got them, that's fine. And some normal A4 paper. I think that's everything. Go get your stuff and come right back. I've really missed saying that. Okay, so the first thing that we're going to do is take our piece of card and fold it in half like this. Make sure you press down on all the creases to get a nice clean edge. Now I'm going to measure about 4 centimeters up. On both sides of my card, make sure that the opening is on the right hand side, everyone. And now just draw a line from dot to dot across the middle of your card like this. Now go to the top of your card and draw a 3 centimeter line across the top and 2 centimeters at the side. I'll show you in a minute, don't worry. 3.5 centimeters across either side there and 2.5 centimeters down. Now the measurements, it doesn't matter if it's not exactly accurate, however it does give you a good size cross, so try and stick to them as best you can. 5 centimeters down on each side and you should have a cross that looks like this. Now I'm also going to draw a 1 centimeter tab on each of the ends and they will be folded down later. It should look like this. Now I'm just going down the length of my cross and I'm just marking out each 2 centimeter gap like this. And this will help me to get the correct spacing for each of my letters. So now I'm just going to use bubble writing to write the name Jesus vertically down the length of my cross like this. And now I'm going to write the letters P-A-I-D either side of my word Jesus. And that says Jesus paid. Okay, P-A-I-D, paid. Jesus paid, because he paid the price for our sins. Now it's time to paint or colour your letters. So use the brightest colours you can find. Make it nice and vibrant. Make sure you don't use the same colour together. So one letter after the other, so try and mix it up a little bit. Now I'm just filling in the background of my cross with some brown to represent the wood. I'm trying to use different shades of brown. I think I'm going to use some pen and some crayon, some pencil crayon as well to just highlight a few of the areas like this. Now it's time to cut it out. So be careful with your fingers. You might need a grown-up to help you with this part. Cut your cross out and it should look like this. Now I'm just folding down my tabs for later. And I'm going to take a small piece of card, like just a thin strip, and paint it brown. It's just one of the cut off pieces that I had from when I was cutting out my cross. It should look like this. And now just measure about 0.5 centimeter in and just draw a line across. And just fold along that line. and then again just measure about 2 centimeters each side and draw a line, and then fold along that line also, and you should have a little tabletop tab like this. Now I'm going to take my cross and just place it at the top of my hill, and I'm just going to draw a circle around the top, and then some lines going away from the circle, like beams all around my cross. It should look like this. Now I'm just going to paint my circle, which is my sunshine. I'm just using different shades of yellows and oranges just to give a bit of depth to my sunbeams. And now I'm just painting in the grass. And because it's Easter, I'm going to pop some little flowers and some butterflies in there too. It should look like this. And now just grab your glue and just put some glue on each of the bottom of the tabs that you made. And another big splodge of glue right in the center of it. And then just place it at the bottom of your sunshine for the first tab and the top of the hill for the second tab, like this. Now take your cross, put another bit of glue in the middle and just press that into place. Make sure that the bottom of the cross is in line with the top of the hill. It should look like this. Now I'm just going to write my card and I'm going to use my sticky letters just to write Happy Easter across the bottom of my card. And there you have it, our Easter Jesus Paid card. Now the first thing we're going to do is take our piece of paper and measure 15 centimeters across and just make a little mark at each centimeter as you go along. Carry on as you're making a square, 15 centimeters down, 15 centimeters across and 15 centimeters again. Make sure you're making those little marks as you go along. Now I'm going to draw a line from mark to mark horizontally and vertically. Keep going, making sure that your lines are nice and straight so you're matching each mark to mark on each line. And then spin your piece of paper around and do the same, and you should end up with a little grid. I'm just tidying up some of my edges. It should look like this. Now it's time to write your words in. So my first word, of course, is going to be Jesus, and I'm going to write that diagonally like this. And then I'm just going to write that word at the bottom so I can remember what's in my grid. I'm going to write my next word, which is Easter. Write it again at the bottom, and it should look like this. And then just keep going, filling in all of your Easter words. Get really creative and think about all of the words connected to Easter that you can think of. And it should look like this. Remember, you just need 10 words associated with Easter. My word search will come up again now. Pause the screen and have a go at finding my 10 Easter words. Now you can use your 10 words to try and summarize the story of Easter. Now I've used mine highlighted here in blue. Well done, everybody. I really hope you enjoyed making your Easter cards with me today and that you were able to put together a really clever word search, which is not easy for people to find all of your words, and that it sparked some really good conversation about the story of Easter and why it's so important to us as believers. Remember, Sunday School, that Easter is not a time for sorrow. It's a time for reflection and rejoicing. Rejoicing in the knowledge that God loved the world so much that he sent his only Son to die for us. And when he died for us, he paid for our transgressions. He paid for our sins. That's the ultimate prize. I don't think there is any greater display of love than that. So until next time, Sunday School, God bless you all and happy Easter. I'll see you soon. Bye.